Hello everyone, and welcome to your second royal reading of today, a Tuesday, here at Mad World Tarot. And our theme for the day is the Parkles feeling thwarted. I forgot to mention that in the previous reading. Previous reading was about Megan and her book deal, or her inability to land a book deal. And now we hear that the Parkles are very suspicious. They're convinced that the royal family is behind a vendetta, blocking lucrative brand deals. It's quite a tongue twister. And the one in particular that is mentioned is the Dior deal, that a lot of effort went into manifesting about 6 months or so ago. Famously, Harry showed up in court wearing a Dior shirt, and then he showed up at the coronation wearing a very crumpled Dior suit. And Meghan also was making big loud noises about Dior, Dior this, Dior that. And Dior came out and said, oh no, 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 no. And next minute, Queen Camilla was wearing Dior in France. And not only that, but then the girl who plays Catherine in The Crown got a Dior deal. And this is all very sinister, according to these stories, these rumours, that the Parkles believe that the royals are actively blocking them. There is a vendetta, and that the royals are actively courting these brands themselves to prevent the Parkles from succeeding, stealing them, snatching them, literally from under them, that they'd had these meetings, the deals were about to be signed, and then suddenly all collapsed. Amazing how the world really does revolve around the Parkles. The golden wheel, the tarot of the golden wheel, is on the tarot table as a result of the sense of their own importance and their sense of their own victimhood. So we're going to do a little 5-card reading, keeping it short and sweet today. We're going to look at the story and feel, do the Parkles really believe that is all the royals' fault? The royals are undermining them to make them fail. Are the royals actively undermining them? And then who do the Parkles accuse? Camilla is the one royal that was named in this article. So who do the Parkles believe is behind this vendetta to ruin them, block them, stop them from succeeding? And are they going to land any big deals anytime soon? We have all heard the Archie story about the famous camera brand that Meghan was mentioning in that interview with Miss and Harriman. A lot of people think she's trying to get a deal with that particular camera brand, or at least get a freebie. So she can take up photography like the Queen and like Catherine, who both have those particular cameras and both are, well, were and are avid photographers. So working it, she's still working it, trying her best. But let's see what's going on here. I think we're ready. Are we ready? Yes, we are, apparently so. So let's remind you, it's tarot for fun and entertainment. It's all my opinion, it's all speculation, and I read energy and disclaimer in the box below. Poor Parkles really having a hard time. All these people conspiring to ruin them. Let's see, underlying energy. Oh, we have the Tower. It's the Tower in the reverse. And so much coming off that card. It's a beautiful version of the Tower, I must say. It's a very striking tarot deck, this Tower of the Golden Wheel. And of course the Tower is the collapse of the Parkle brand, the shock, the dismay. When all of these things happened, they were convinced that they were going to get this deal in particular. It would have meant the world to them. It would have opened the door to so many other deals. But that just suddenly collapsed. Must be as a result of royal meddling. That's another energy that's coming off the Tower. It's a very royal looking kind of a tower, isn't it? So palaces, those courtiers, those evil men in grey suits who undermined Mummy and now undermining Mummy too, the Mummy too. The return of the mummy. So there we have it. Catastrophe. Absolute catastrophe. And trying to recover from this catastrophe and blame everyone else. The situation that we're dealing with, Three of Swords, betrayal. They're the hair extensions. There needs a good snip there. You could cut them off the neck, really. So much better. The trauma of this betrayal, the heartache, the pain, I can't believe has been that your family, the wicked stepmother in particular, is so cruel. I'm having a bit of a Lady C moment, sorry. And I'm not going to sniff and need some of that fizzy drink from the fridge. Go get me a fizzy drink from the fridge. No, we're not there. But the Three of Swords is betrayal, heartache, pain, stabbed. So this went deep. This cut deep. This calamity with Dior, this failure to land the deal with Dior. Blame the royals. So tell us about the blame the royals. This is this card. Blame the royals. Three of Wheels is the Three of Pentacles. Is collaboration. Is a work in progress. It was all going so well. They were having meetings. They were negotiating. They were, you can almost see their, the dressmakers model thing with those legs that go for miles and the very short torso. We won't talk about the feet, which are thankfully covered, and a draping cloth around to see what dress could be made just for herself. And then came the nasty royals. So the energy is, with the Three of Wheels, Three of Pentacles, is of busyness, of collaboration, of a deal that was on the way until the Tower and the heartache of the Three of Swords. So have the royals been actively undermining the Parkles? Do they wake up in the morning and think, let's set MI5 or is it MI6 off to find out what deals the Parkles might be about to sign and then undermine them? What do we have? We have the Ace of Swords in reverse. As a tarot reader, an ace in reverse is no. All right. So no is the first answer that comes to me. No. But there is also a sneaky suspicion in there that there is more to that card than just no. Because the Ace of Swords in reverse is a very tricky card. It's quite, it can be quite deceptive. It can be quite, I don't want to use a very strong language. But swords in the reverse are tricky. They're tricky energy. They aren't always what they seem on the face of it. Let's put it like that. Be diplomatic. So you could read under that surface level, no. You could read a whole other story under that energy. And I find that quite amusing as a tarot reader, feeling that energy, because that's all I'm doing. So I'm feeling energy, sensing energy, and there is energy in there of some degree of almost delight in possibly not actively undermining, but in watching the undermining happen, seeing the tower fall. So you can read into that card. I think there's a lot that could be read into that card, that Ace of Swords in reverse. Who, moving on, do the Parkles blame in particular for this vendetta? As I say, there was a name named, and they do like to name names, don't they, without directly accusing. That seems to be modus operandi. So who, according to the energy of these cards, let's do that, who do they accuse or blame or suspect? We've got the Nine of Wheels in reverse. It's not the person that I was going to suspect, the name that was named. Nine of Wheels is an independent person, but somebody who doesn't feel as independent as they would like to be. I'm getting, it's a strange sense of one of the younger royals that I'm feeling here. It's interesting because that gown that this girl is wearing is very much that unfortunate ensemble that she appeared at in Morocco. I think it was an afternoon sort of garden party, and she arrived in her Oscar number. Everybody else was sort of in a tea dress, and there she was. I think that was a Dior outfit. The energy that's coming off this, and it doesn't make any sense, but I will say it because I'm sure that you looking at this are seeing it as well. It's Beatrice. And I have to immediately say that I'm not for 1 second accusing her of doing this. It seems implausible that she would do this. So it's a strange energy. 9 of Pentacles is the independent woman, the woman who doesn't have a care in the world, is living a life of luxury and ease. But when she's in reverse, she's not living a life of luxury and ease. She's dependent on the royals for financing, on being royal adjacent. It's not one of the senior royals. I might have to clarify it. Very strange energy coming off that card. Very strange. There's almost, I mean, you could say that there would be a chain of, we know that they're very close to Eugenie, so Eugenie's sister, so who would know, who might go and tell, because who wants to be in that level of perfidy. 3 of Swords. I find that very peculiar. And as I say, I personally am not accusing, I'm not fingering her and saying you are the one who is the traitor. We're talking about suspicion, we're talking about possibilities. I'm trying through the best of my ability to read Parkle energy and what might be going on in their thought processes using tarot cards. That's a very strange energy that's come out of there. Not what I was expecting, and sometimes these cards do these kinds of have these kinds of surprises for me as I'm doing these readings. So that's why we do them. So outcome: are we going to see the Parkles land a huge brand anytime soon and make this misery all go away? Got the Page of Wheels. Something's coming, something small. Page of Wheels. It's a contract, it's negotiations, there's something going on. I think we're going to hear about it soon. Page of Wheels. They're going to communicate something to us. Look, we finally got a pentacle. Maybe it'll be that camera. Maybe it will be something else. I don't think it's huge. It's not going to be on the scale of the Netflix deal or the Spotify deal or the Penguin Random House deal or the Chimpo thing. Well, those were huge. And this is not huge. This is kind of beginner energy. This could even be shopping channel kind of energy, or the Instagram thing, or the tag. It's that level. It's very social media-y to me. It's, look, I've got this product that I'm going to sell to you. It's that energy. Sitting there, it matches energetically. For me, it matches that 3 of Wheels. That 3 of Wheels was never going to be a huge anything. I would expect Major Arcana, Wheel of Fortune, something like that. If they were going to go large like they have already. There's something coming. Something that's going to keep crust on the table. The gruel for the kids in the attic. Who knows where they are and what's going on there. Don't have the energy for it right now. It's just too grim. We'll get there again. But that tells me that something is coming. They are going to land something, but small. And so there it is. That's interesting. And that, it really hurt. It stung, more than stung. It was felt deeply. And as I say, blame everyone else. And so there's your reading. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you again tomorrow.